Oh. Oh no. Don't mind me. My nut is just all over the floor! What is good, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is OmegaPro, and Bandai Namco has just released their first little gameplay session of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my opinions, and I'm just going to kind of break it down a little bit for you and maybe point out some things that you may have missed. All right, so let's get on into this goodness because, oh my God, this gameplay looks so dope. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and address some people that have been in the comment section saying, "Oh, you don't want a 2D game, you want Xenoverse. What this game look like? Fucking Street Fighter looking ass. This game look like this ain't for you. This one is not for you. This one is for the people like me that I have been asking for a competitive Dragon Ball Z game for years, and we're finally getting it, and it looks amazing. Okay, if you're not into fighting games and shit like that, I can completely understand why this might turn you off. This one ain't for you, boo-boo. Play Xenoverse 2, wait for another Dragon Ball Z game announcement. I don't know, twiddle your thumbs. This one is for us. Y'all have been getting games for years. Y'all got the fucking Raging Blast series. Y'all got Ultimate Tenkaichi, Battle of Z, Xenoverse. It's my time. This one for me. Bandai Namco made this one for me. Anyway, enough of my rant. Let's talk about this gameplay. First of all, you can see that the game is fast, okay? Now, this could be a mixed bag because it could be something like Marvel where it's so fast that like you just can't tell what the fuck is going on, or like how I think it is, it's just a very, very fast game. And I like that. I love fast-paced games. One of my favorite fighting games, if you can call it a fighting game really, is Super Smash Bros. Melee. I love that game, and I love how quick and speedy that game plays. That game is super, super quick. So this solves two things. One, it's super satisfying and fast to play, which is a huge thing. But even better, it's probably even better to watch. And now this is important because if Dragon Ball FighterZ is to have a long-standing lifespan, it needs to be fun to watch. Why? Because nobody is going to put on a tournament of Dragon Ball FighterZ if it's boring to watch. But this gameplay we see here, you can watch a fucking tournament of this, and it's just hype. It's super fast-paced. It just looks amazing. So anybody can watch this and be a fan of it. Like, you don't have to be a fan of Dragon Ball Z to just watch this and have a good time watching it, because just like Super Smash Brothers, there are a lot of people that watch Super Smash Bros. Melee that have never ever played it at that kind of competitive level, but they still love to watch it because it's a great spectator sport. So I think FighterZ is going to be that happy combination of a great spectator sport as well as super fun to play. And we got that from the fast gameplay. As you can also see in the trailer, there are aerial combos, so you can combo up in the air and stay up in the air for a very long time, similar to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or Marvel vs. Capcom in general, rather. You can just juggle your opponent in the air and do all these kind of crazy combos, and then also, while you're in the air or even on the floor doing whatever, you can do tag combos. So in the middle of a combo, you can tag a teammate in, and then they can come in and start doing their own combo as well, and that leads to a lot of flashy combos, 2 high damaging combos, and 3 high skill ceilings. So when you're doing all these tag combos, it's not like your average pleb is just gonna, you know, sprawl out of the womb and shit and be like, oh my God, this is my first time playing with the controller, and do all these tag combos. No, tag combos is gonna be something that separates the good from the great, I feel. Because in Marvel, like, you can be a great player and stuff, but if you're not doing tag combos, then you're not really that great, you know what I mean? So tag combos are going to be another very, very specific tool that you can use to set yourself apart from the rest. But that's like my general gameplay notes. Everything looks beautiful. Of course, it looks like Super Saiyan Goku is just a character straight out the gate. Didn't look like he transformed into that, but we do know that there are in-game transformations because Golden Frieza in the middle of the battle transformed, or I guess Frieza transformed into Golden Frieza. Now, this has me questioning something because we also see Goku turning Super Saiyan 3, but Goku turns Super Saiyan 3 as a part of his ultimate attack. Now, does Goku stay Super Saiyan 3 after that ultimate? We don't know because Goku finished off that fight with that little super ultimate, whatever bullshit he did when he went into the Super Saiyan 3 transformation.
Psych, I lied. You see right there, after he does the ultimate, he goes back to Super Saiyan form. I'm blind!
Again, it's all up in the air right now. We just have this one gameplay video to go off of, but regardless, the in-game transformation Golden Frieza looks super dope. And one thing I like about it is that the transformation doesn't take forever, so it's not like it's completely breaking the flow of the game. I like that. Okay. The next thing I wanted to note that I thought was super cool might be actually the coolest thing that I noticed in this trailer. We saw, or not trailer, gameplay video, we saw Boo using a super that destroyed the current stage he was on and transitioned it to like a destroyed Namek. That was super dope. Now, does this mean every character has a move like this? We don't know. Again, it's all really up in the air. But one thing that I do find super, super cool as a Dragon Ball fan is having that destruction that comes with the Dragon Ball fighting game also be in a competitive one, because I think it's important to capture the feel of Dragon Ball while also capturing the feel of a competitive fighting game. And I think this is just one of those little, like, they didn't really need to do this, you know what I mean? Because face it, some Dragon Ball games, a lot of them even, don't really have these kind of stage destruction, stage transition type of things, but this one does, and it's a competitive game. It's just one of those things that's a little nod to like Dragon Ball fans and stuff that's going to make us very happy to see. Like, it's not like the biggest thing in the world, but it's just super cool that they added that small little detail in there when they damn sure did not have to. Another thing that I noticed is that you can, similar to Marvel vs. Capcom, you can use supers with your main character that you're using, the active character, and a tag character at the same time. So you see Goku do a Kamehameha on the ground, and then he calls upon Gohan to do an aerial Kamehameha. So it's like, okay, if you want to dodge my ground Kamehameha and jump in the sky, then you're going to get hit by this Gohan one, right? And now this serves two things. One, you can do like super combos because in Marvel vs. Capcom there are characters that do these super moves that combo into other characters' super moves. And the cool thing about these supers with the tag character is that if you tend to utilize this tool, then the character that you use the super with that's waiting will become the active character now. So you see Goku use that Kamehameha, and then he calls on Gohan to do the assist, Super Kamehameha, and then he switches into Gohan. Now, the reason why this is so good is because you saw Goku had an extremely minuscule amount of health. So by doing this, he was able to switch out into the background and regain health. How these kinds of games work is that when you're getting attacked, there's like two little bars, right? There's the bar of health that you actually have left, and then there's another little bar above it that shows how much health you can possibly regenerate. So when we saw this happen, Goku had not a lot of health, but he did have a decent chunk of that health that could be regenerated. So he did this as a safe way to transition into Gohan, while the Goku character was able to heal health in the background and then come back and completely win the fight despite all odds being against them. So when you have a tag system like this, there's so much more strategy that goes into it rather than a 1v1 game, because if this was just 1v1, you wouldn't have that option. Goku would have just took the L. But because it's 3v3, you have these little strategies like that, and that's super dope to me. And the last thing that I noticed is that, are there assist characters in the game? Maybe? Reason why I say this is because for a very split second there, you can see Frieza uses Sorbet, and you see right under the HUD, like Sorbet's little thing flashes through, right? So does that confirm that there are assist characters? Maybe it's something completely exclusive to Frieza, right? Or maybe every character has an assist, or you can select an assist character. We don't really know. I've seen the character selection screen already from gameplay from people at E3 and stuff, and it didn't look like there was any way to select an assist character, so I don't really know how that's going to work, if it's just built into Frieza's kit or whatever. But another thing to know is that you can't just freely use this assist. It takes actually a full bar, so that makes me feel like it's just something that's part of Frieza's kit, like he can just call upon Sorbet. And I feel like because it takes a full bar, that just adds the evidence to it, in my personal opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the first bit of gameplay that we've seen, like actual gameplay, everything like that, uncut, raw. What do you guys think about this? I really want to know, because to me this is like everything I've ever wanted in a Dragon Ball game, but I see so many people divided on it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, do you want to just keep having games like Xenoverse? Like, those are fun, those are fine, but to me those games don't last past a month or two. Xenoverse 2 actually lasted a bit longer for me, about 3 months, which is not usually the case for an arena kind of Dragon Ball game. But this game right here, like, I love fighting games, man. Like, I love fighting games, and this is everything I've ever wanted. So I'm very happy about this. But again, maybe you guys have differing opinions. Maybe you weren't sold, and seeing this gameplay kind of did sell you. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it, guys. Anyway, my name is OmegaPro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Peace out.